I wanted you to meet with the Swedish Foreign Minister this morning. Margot, please.
Good morning, thank you. And of course I'm here because of the women, peace and security discussion in the Security Council. This is a critical issue and an issue also that is very close to my heart and that I feel very passionate about. We know that more women means more peace. And despite the fact that, and I come almost straight from Afghanistan, and of course we realize that there are country-specific situations, but we know that, and it takes its own solutions for every country, but every solution has to include women. I have seen and heard for myself also the importance of women's inclusion in peace processes. And it's not enough to do a training as mediators or negotiators, but they also want to be at the table where the real negotiations take place. And that is still not the case after so many years of the women, peace and security agendas and the 8 resolutions that we've had until now. So much more remains to be done, and I hope the discussion will deal with that. We have to move from words to deeds. We have enough of good and ambitious language on the women, peace and security agenda, but we have to ensure that it is also reality. I think you've already heard what is the situation when it comes to the report from Jim and Syria and the use of chemical weapons. I'm sure you are aware that Sweden has, of course, made it very clear where we stand on this breach of international law, and we have condemned the use of chemical weapons, of course, by all parties, but this is now being studied by everybody, all countries, also the details in the report, but the conclusion is clear, and what must happen now is that there has to be a process for accountability. And that is one of the 2 comments I would like here to make today.
Madam Minister, Madam.
Okay, Olof, maybe you.
Do you have any ideas about how you could convince Russia to back accountability on Syria following the Jim report? It seems like it's pretty much a dead end.
Well, this is difficult, and I think that this is now for the Security Council and maybe for some of the non-permanent members to try to come to some kind of deal of a continuation. To us, this is extremely important, and we have full trust in Jim, and we would like to see a prolongation of Jim, but we have to convince also the Russian not to veto the next steps necessary.
Maybe one more question. Yes.
Congratulations, Madam Foreign Minister, on having signed on to the treaty to ban nuclear weapons. As you know, it's incredibly important. I've discussed this with your ambassador. Do you expect that your government will ratify it? I understand that there was some pressure upon your defense minister regarding this.
We entered into the negotiations on the nuclear ban treaty with the intention and wish to be able to sign and ratify. We have also used as our starting point that this should be possible to combine with the different types of cooperation that we have with different countries, but also with NATO. We also realized that these negotiations took place under a very short period of time, almost record time, and also that we were not entirely happy with all the conclusions and the formulations, and we decided and that is in line with other countries like Switzerland, that we will do also our own investigation to see how can this be, how should it be interpreted, how does it relate to, for example, the non-proliferation treaty and the test ban treaty, and also how will it affect all the cooperations that we have, the different types of cooperation we have. And we will take time to do so, also in line with other countries, and then come back to this issue. But of course our wish and our intention is that this should be perfectly fine combined with also the different forms of cooperation that we have.
So you
brief question. Sorry.
Sweden will be committed to this treaty?
We are committed to this issue since decades back. We have done a good diplomacy, we have been very active, and we've had a clear political line on this issue, and I insist that that will continue.
Sexual abuse in conflict that you worked on when you were a UN official, the idea of sexual abuse in conflict. I wanted to ask you whether you think there's been progress made. The Secretary General went to CAR, he brought a new victims advocate with him, but it seems that still peacekeepers charged with sexual abuse are in very rare instances actually being held accountable. Burundi is dropping out of the ICC today, and they've been charged in CAR. Has there been progress, and what more needs to be done on this issue you worked on?
I think there has been progress in shaping the norms about this issue. It has been visible, it has been debated, it is in the open. It's clear what the policy of the United Nations is, and it has to be followed up. And this is also very much a responsibility on member states and troop and police contributing countries. So the training has to be there, and the rules have to be absolutely clear. We do not accept any form of sexual exploitation and abuse. And so I think progress has been made, but it is not done, and still all the different partners have to take their full responsibility for making sure that the policy is also implemented.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Okay,
the
thank
debate starts, so maybe afterwards. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.